Hi everyone, I'm Zoe Levine of The Thriving Body, and I just wanted to connect with you all today because a lot more people are working from home now than usual. And one thing that I've always worked with, I love working with people working from their home office space because it's a little bit easier to be kind to your body when you're at home and you have more freedom of movement. So often in the office, there's a thing we call office bodies, right? The tight neck and shoulders, the painful low backs, the not really working glutes that come from sitting in an office space all day and feeling a little restricted, like grown-ups often do, sitting still and getting work done. So if you are new at working from home, if you have been working from home and have experienced a lot of all of these aches and pains and issues, I just want to invite you really quick for a couple pointers for how to do it better and a little bit less stressful for your body. So I think number one is wear comfortable clothes. This is a great time to embrace that elastic waistband and be in something where you can take frequent movement breaks all day long. So that's useful, especially if you have video conferencing where someone only sees you from here up. Might be nice to wear some super cozy pants that you could actually bend all of your joints and move around a little bit. That's going to become important to stay functioning well. So another tip would be to actually use that movement break all the time. There's been a lot of research and studies showing that around that 52-minute mark is a good one for then taking a break. So setting a nice timer every 52 minutes or so, it can be up to you, having a movement break. So what do you do? That's up to you in your home, and I have lots of ideas and lots of options, but that's not what this video is for. You can be weird. This is the best part about being at home. You can be weird. You can do that weird thing that, right, no one would let you do at the office. You can lie down on the floor. You can be crazy. You can stretch out anything that you need, right? So take advantage of that every 52 minutes. Then from there, the idea of creating a more dynamic workspace. So you don't need a fancy thing like this to put your computer on, but you can create a dynamic space where you could do a little floor sitting. And if you're on the floor, I recommend getting high enough that your sits bones can be pretty vertical, so you don't have to work hard to sit up. And then if you are doing a little time on the floor, the whole purpose is to find multiple different ways to sit and stretch and move, so that it feels like you've done a little hip opening yoga class almost while you're catching up on emails. So a million different ways to sit and hang out. If this is too low for you, make it higher. Ta-da! You can keep going. We can keep going higher and higher until you're comfortable enough, right? So that's one way, having some change of levels. You could also sit in a chair for part of the time, and then you could use something like this on your desk to create a standing desk situation. You could also use a bunch of books. It doesn't have to be fancy, but standing for part of the day as well is useful, not necessarily all day long. And then my last tip for if you finally do get creative and have a dynamic space where you can be on the floor, you can be sitting regularly for breaks, and you can be up standing. My best tip for if you are getting to stand, or if you have some phone calls to make during the day where you could stand and move around, is you could pace around and walk around, or I would also create a foot playground, is what I would call it, for your feet. And that can include some sort of calf stretch item, like this half dome would be really nice. Doing a little calf stretch. You can stretch out the top of your foot on something curved like this. If you have any soft balls, I teach the melt method. So we have these really soft, squishy balls that are really nice. But you can step around on something. I would go soft. Do not do this like crazy with a golf ball. If you have softer balls that you could just put some weight on and roll around a little bit and put gentle pressure. So some of you, if it's really soft, you could do it while you're working and while you're talking on the phone. If it's really hard, you need to be a little more mindful and gentle and aware. But taking care of your feet can be hugely beneficial and important for your whole body and its alignment and how it stands, moves, and sits the rest of the day. So, and these are all things that you can do while doing something else, right? See how easy all of that is? Great. So those are my short and sweet pointers. If you find yourself having some more home time, and then of course there might be some kids crawling all over you and trying to steal all your stuff, but it's okay. We're gonna make it through. You have much more excuses and spaces and reasons to move your body now. So I invite you to get a little weird, start listening to your body, taking those breaks if it's not a regular thing. Get comfortable so you can move and stretch and bend as much as you need, because we all need to keep moving. All right, let me know how it goes. And I hope this supports your new work situation. See you next time.